Hello everyone. In this session, I would like to discuss about the default arguments in Python. Where exactly we are going to use this default argument means whenever you create a function, you can define some parameters to that particular function. While defining a parameters, we can add some default values to that particular parameters. We can add some default values to that particular parameters. Let's take one function a comma b, a comma b. Okay, here you can print a plus b, a plus b. While creating a function, you can define some parameters. While defining a parameter, we can assign some default values here itself. We can assign some default values here itself. So my a and b hold some value by default. Now I can call a function. Yes, you can call it. Here I'm not passing any values. If you not pass also, if you not pass also, then that time my a and b already having the values, so that it's going to take the default values. Then the time my output is like 30. My output is like 30. Now I'm going to pass the value is like 20. The value is like 20. If I pass the value is like 20 in the first position, this 20 is assigned to my A. That means my A value is like 10. That 10 is override by 20. My B value you not passed, so that my B value default value 20. So my 20 plus 20 is like 40 is my answer or not. 40 is my answer or not. Now you can call 5 comma 5 like this. Okay, two position values you passed. So that my first position value 5, okay, go to my A and override my 10 with the 5 or not. My second position value go to my B, my 20 is override by 5. So that finally my output is like what, 10 or not. Finally my output is like 10 or not. Can we check programmatically? Can we see the output? Okay, let's open the Visual Studio Code, write a program. Default args dot python. Okay, just you can write my definition. Okay, sum is my function a comma p is like two arguments. You can find the sum. Okay, now while defining the arguments to my function, you can add some default values for this particular arguments or parameters. Now you can call a function like this sum. Okay, you can call it. Now can we run this program? Okay, how we can run it? Okay, Python my default arguments.py. This I didn't pass anything. Okay, no problem. Why? Because my default values are there. That default value is taken care or not. Now I pass like a 20 here. That means my first position value 20, so that my A is the first position parameter. My 10 is override by 20. Okay, B not passed, so that my 30 is going to still taken by my B value or not. My B or not. So my A value is 20, my B value is like 30. 20 plus 30 is like or 20 plus 30 is like 50 or not. Now if I pass like 100 comma 200, now my A and B are values 10 30 override by 100 and 200 or not. So that this is the one. This is the one. Now if I pass like this, if I pass like this, okay, it's like what, which type of argument? It's like a keyword argument or not. While calling a function, okay, if you assign some value for this particular parameter name, okay, that type of arguments we can say like a keyword arguments. While calling, we can say like a keyword. While defining, we can say like a default arguments. Now can I save this one? Can I save this one? Can I run it? Can I run it? Now see, my 100, my b value is like 100 or not. My b value is like 100. Now you can pass like this, like this. It's a valid, it's a valid, no problem at all. Now if I remove this one, if I remove this one, then that time it's not a valid one. Why? Because always my positional argument follows the keyword arguments. Okay, my keyword argument should not follow the positional argument. So these all are like different scenarios or not. This is the way my default arguments are going to work. Okay, then exactly the default values, default arguments we are going to use means In my function, there has multiple parameters are there. One of the parameter value keep on changing, not the changes are not happen, keep on changes are not there. Okay, the changes are not there. It's like a constant value compared with remaining all parameters. Okay, if it is like a constant value, just define with that constant value with one parameter. Just assign that constant value to one parameter. You can use it. You can use it. Okay, so that while calling, there is no need to pass that constant value. Why? Because that is like a common. That is like a hard coded value or something or not. Okay, which value is not modified for every call. Okay, that particular parameter value we can define like a default argument value. Default argument value. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.